Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the KrankyKraft Labyrinth map-making series with BigDamnArtist. I'm BigDamnArtist here again as usual, and welcome back. I think I said that twice, but it don't matter. Yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is going to be hopefully a shorter episode than last time. We are not going to be looking at anything nearly as complicated as the mob system. So yeah, let's dig into it. So what we're going to be looking at today is down in here. And this is actually one of the things that sort of came out of our last playtesting session, right here. The round length. Yes. Yeah, so basically when we were playing it last time, it was basically, you sort of went until somebody won, which meant we had like 40-minute rounds, which is a little ridiculous. Just a little bit. So, I have built this thing, which is a little bit of pain in the ass. Yeah, not a whole lot, but a little bit. So we got basically three options. I think that's kind of a decent sort of setup. We got 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and no limit. So if you just want to play until somebody wins, you can still set it to no limit. So let's quickly walk you guys through how this works. All back here is the exact same setup that we've been using for pretty much all of our GM room stuff. We just got a line of command blocks that are doing different things. So if we take a look in here, we've got just different command blocks setting up different objectives and placing blocks and stuff, and we'll get into this when I show you the clock system over there. But that's about it, and then this is the exact same thing that we've been using to control our lights. So let's head over here and show you how it works. So it's basically this little line out here, so it's not a whole lot going on, but it took a little bit for me to get it figured out. So if you take a look here, so it's basically just a redstone block gets placed here, starts the clock, 1 second clock, like everything we do. And then this is removing the round timer CTF, which you can actually see over here is currently set to 328, because that was what my testing was doing last time, or when I stopped it when I was testing it last time. So that's just removing a second. This is testing if it's at 0. If it is at 0, powers this line. This is all very standard stuff. So then what's going to happen is basically when it ends, when we count down, so, I mean, 600 seconds is roughly 10 minutes. This isn't quite exactly 1 second, so it's a little off. But it doesn't really matter. We're not doing, like, regulation play or anything like that, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. So basically what happens is that this activates if the player, or if the game hasn't already, like, if somebody hasn't already won within the 10 minutes, this activates at 10 minutes, or whatever value we set it to, and then it turns off the scoring, so it turns off this, so nobody can, you know, score any last-minute cheeky points or anything like that. So it turns it off, turns off the timer, which is this, so it turns this off, so it doesn't keep counting down. It displays the round over sign, which looks like this, signifying to everyone that the round is over. This is just setting up the title times. Because Minecraft is stupid and can't do that all in one command, you have to have two commands to tell you how long the title is running for, and then one to actually tell you what the title is. I don't get it. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. And then we have a thing here that's setting the round timer value back to 600. And one of the command blocks over there is actually replacing this command exactly like we did for the mobs. So it replaces it with, you know, 600 or 1200 or, well, yeah, actually just 600 to 1200 because we do something differently for the no limit. So yeah, so it does that, and then it just activates the new round command, which is this guy over here, which is all of the... It's grown kind of a little bit since I originally built it, because we just keep adding stuff onto it. But yeah, no, this is the thing that, like, when it activates, it... here, actually, we'll turn it on. It goes boop, and then it goes new round in 45, 44, 43. And I extended this length as well, because it used to be like 15 seconds, and that was not nearly enough. So we've extended that, and we'll just... we'll let it run. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, so what that does again is that activates the round reset, which sets all the scores to 0, teleports all the players back to the thing, resets all the mobs, resets all the traps, basically just resets everything for a new round. That's about it. So it activates that. There's a couple things that I added into this just to help that along. Basically, when a new round starts, it turns off the round timer, and then when the round starts, it activates the round timer, so that way it's not counting that 45 seconds of prep time as the round time. And then this is resetting it back to this value, so that's this command here. Just so that way it's definitely 100% at the proper time value when the round starts. And yeah, that's about it, really. It's fairly simple. It's just, you know, sort of using a lot of the same dynamics and sort of that kind of stuff and logic that we've used for other stuff, just for something else. And then I have the exact same one set up for the PvP system. So we've got, you know, it's all hooked into the new round timer, and we've got a separate clock going here. Because if we take a look in the objectives here, you can see we've got a PvP and a CTF one. That's just, it's a side effect of how I designed this from the start. If I was going to remake the Labyrinth, which that's not happening, but if I were, I would have a much better idea of how to lay this all out from the beginning, so that I wouldn't have to have a lot of the redundant stuff like that. So yeah, it would be laid out a little bit smarter. Yeah, so that is the new round timer. It's just something that's going to be kind of handy and pretty useful, just to be able to limit game matches down to something a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to quickly mention is that on the last episode, Tox actually commented that the access tunnels to the catacombs were kind of not really all that great, and I agree, but I didn't really have time to dig into it, and then I was like, well, whatever, okay, I'm just going to do it. So I made some modifications to them. Basically, I made the access tunnels down a lot longer, so if we teleport... Whoa, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So if we come down here, we can actually... It's not turned on. Oh, it is turned on at the moment. Okay. So basically what happens is you come into the catacombs, and it kind of... They're set up so that you can't really see the end until you're in the darkness. And then when you get down low enough, it teleports you into the catacombs. The other change that I made, and I did that for all four of them, it's not really all that big of a deal. It's just basically a modification of the bounding boxes, or the boxes where the blindness and the teleportation are looking, which just watch the Catacombs episode, and you'll see how that all works. And yeah, so then the other change I made is that in the Catacombs itself, I actually inverted the in and out points. Because it felt a little weird for me to be able, like, you're going downstairs into the catacombs, but then you have to go upstairs, like, you have to go up to get out of it. Whereas, like, it makes a little more sense for me to be going down in order to get... I don't know, it's a weird thing. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but I don't know. I think it works better going down, like you're going deeper. And then when you finally get to the bottom, you kind of stand on the little pad in the middle. And I don't know, I might put something like a little, like, magic, like, teleporty orb or something. Like a, what are those things called that are in the dragon, like, regeneration crystals? Ah, the crystals, yes. That's the word. Put, like, one of those in the middle or something, and then, like, you come in here and bump, and you get teleported back. I still don't have any of the spawning armor stands set up, so that's why I'm not getting teleported. But yeah, so it's something a little bit more like that. So it's a little more like you're going down into the depths, and then you get to teleport out or something. I don't know. It feels a little more, I don't know, in universe maybe. It's not a huge deal, but it's important to me, okay? It's actually not all that important. It just kind of felt a little bit more natural to be, like, going downstairs, and then you continue to go downstairs, and instead of, like, going downstairs and then getting teleported and going upstairs, so... That's that. I don't think there was anything else that I needed to talk about. Get into the blindness, jeez. I've got a couple other things that are in the works, but nothing that's finished yet. We've been working on getting the, or I've been working on getting the ashtray system set up here because we want to have working scoreboards in the ashtray that are going to sort of signify. And yeah, this is the 30 kills for PvP, which is a little intense, but you know, that's how it goes. Yeah, these are just display. Like, there's no like active redstone going on in terms of like keeping score or anything like that. This is literally just a display. So yeah, that'll be going into the ashtray up there. Eventually, I've got the CTF scoring system set up. I just have to work it into the PvP system for the scoring, because it's a little more complicated because there's like 2 columns. But yeah, that's about it. I made one change down here, which is, God. So I spent about 2 hours this morning working on this because it was being annoying, and I tried like 16 different things before I finally arrived on this that works. Excuse me, this that works. Basically, all I was trying to do is I was trying to problem solve the thing that happens where when you have like 2 teams selected and then you deselect one of those teams, it would score a point in the capture the flag system just with how things were set up with this system here, because this automatically places blocks for teams that aren't active, just with how the scoring system is set up. Oh boy, tacking. But you know, if you have it all deactivated, then all of these blocks are placed, so it's scoring points on all of these automatically, which is just, you know, not ideal. So I was trying to figure out a way to like have it so that when you deselected more than 2 teams, it would like give you an error message and wouldn't pop up with that. And I got something figured out. So if we turn these off, you can actually turn off all of the teams now, and it's not going to do anything. It's not going to be weird. But it does give you this little please select at least 2 teams notifier. And then there's also one of those, like if you tried to activate any of the modes right now, like if we tried to activate CTF right now, it would, please select at least 2 teams. And why is that still going? Oh, that's a problem. Let me quickly look at this, because that shouldn't happen. Whoops. I think I might have broke something. Let's quickly hop in here. So this, yeah, set new round clock into -1. Weird. Unless it's, no, that should be, yeah, that's really weird. Okay, I don't know why that happened. Let's try it again. See if we can replicate it. Bug fixing on the fly. That's how we roll. Activate. CTF. Start game. New round. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this, because, yeah, something was broken. This used to work. What the hell? That's how it goes. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because this is the stupid toggle thing. Alright, I know how to fix that. So yeah, anyways, it will give you a message, basically, that says, error, you don't have enough teams selected. But if we go in here and we, you know, turn on 2 teams, and then we turn on another one, it won't give us that. And all that is it's, what I finally wound up doing is it's basically, whenever it tries to turn off a team, it's testing how many teams there are, and if there's less than 2, it flashes the error message, and if there are more than 2, it goes through and it activates those blocks over there. So basically it's just putting a gate on it so that it doesn't place them unless it knows that it can have enough teams. So yeah, it's not, you know, ideal, but it should work, I think. We'll find out. So yeah, if we turn that on, and basically, so it places the blocks, and then if we try to turn it off, it should not activate this line yet. So it's here, it's saying, whoa, you don't have enough teams, it's not removing the blocks from over there. Sorry, I had that backwards a little bit. But yeah, so it's not removing those blocks. So then you have to reactivate the team in order to deactivate it again. We'll see how it works in practice. It might be a little buggy. I don't know. Like I said, I spent about like 2 hours trying to figure this out this morning, and I mean, you'll notice that this is like 4 blocks over from where it used to be. Yeah, that's because I kind of moved all of this over and had like a really complicated thing going on in here, and ugh, it was a pain in the ass. But hopefully this will work. Fingers crossed. So yeah, that is kind of all of the major changes that I've been working on. I did a little bit over here just with sort of setting up the a display system for the CTF points, which isn't really anything to talk about, just so that way there's now a display here for which one you've chosen. That's about it. Just let me quickly do a quick fly around, but I think... Oh no, we can talk about the other thing that I did. This is really quick. This is kind of the mini bug fixing episode here. But I put this in here. So this is an empty chest. So we press this, well actually, so if we put a bunch of crap in here, and then we push the button, boop, it empties the chest, and then that way it's fresh and clean and easy to go. The other thing I did is I went through and I sort of changed this so that it only spawns 27 of them. So in that way you can come in here and do this sort of thing, and it just fills it up, and there's not like a gazillion items, because yeah, it was just it was bad. The other change I made is that it automatically spawns a chest full of arrows for you instead of just a single stack, because copying a single stack into a full chest is just a pain in the ass. What is the other thing I did? I did this. The auto gear refill, which is another thing that I was kind of wanting to put in after the playtesting. Basically what this does, if you turn this on, boop, it activates a system back here, which is just basically a really small clock. This thing here, which just every 15 seconds, I think it is, something like that, that this activates, it reclones the gear chests into the bases is the word I was looking for. So that way it's constantly refilling items, so that way you're not going to like completely run out of items like halfway through a match and have to like slap fight for the rest of it. You can turn that off, like it's not something you have to have on, so that's up to the GM's discretion, but it's something that I kind of found kind of vital after the playtesting that we did. So that's in there now. It's a really, really simple system, like you saw there. I think that is everything. So yeah, we're gonna call that there. So yeah, we will probably dig into the AFTRAY scoreboard system next episode if I don't get something else done in the meantime. So yeah, basically, sort of the major chunks that we have left is not a lot. We've got the AFTRAY system there that is like 95% complete. I just have to put the scoring into the PvP system, and that's like, 15 command blocks, if even. And then we have the quick starts, which, as you'll notice, I have a rather large section of land cleared out for those, because I have a feeling they're going to be fairly large, just based on all of the settings and stuff that we've got going on here. So that's what all that's for. That one is going to take a while to get all figured out. But I want to have that done for playtesting, just to make sure that they work in practice and all that kind of stuff. And actually, let me quickly pull up my my to-do list here before we end the episode, because I want to just make sure that I'm not missing anything like super huge. I know we have a bunch of like decorative stuff that we have to do, that I have to build still, but that's just kind of me building stuff, because I still have to fill the giant room back here, so that has to get done. There's a couple of hallways in here that are still a little barren, so those have to get done. There's a couple of trap ideas that I still want to put in. I have to finish the exterior back in town to get that all done for the whole adventure mappy type trip to the Labyrinth. But then that's it. Like, it's not a lot. Like, all of the major systems are done. Everything works. It's functional. I could theoretically, well, kind of, theoretically throw this on a server right now and we could play it, and it would be pretty much complete. So that is really exciting. I am really looking forward to getting this thing done and over with so that I can move on to other stuff, because this has been a weight on my shoulders for a very long time. So, yeah, we're going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching. I've been BigDamnArtist. This has been the KrankyKraft Labyrinth map-making series. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are learning something. I hope you guys are getting excited for the finished map, because it's going to be pretty sweet. And hopefully other people like it as well. Yes. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I've been BigDamnArtist. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.